Serving home cooking, Jack's Barcelona Drive-In, 8249 First Street, Westfield. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner by beautiful Lake Erie in a summer cottage atmosphere with local wines and beers available. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Bella Salon and Day Spa, located at 41 West Main Street in Northeast Pennsylvania, proudly supports Chautauqua Sunrise and its volunteers. More information at bellasalonanddayspa.net. Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. From the Access Channel 5 studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Channel 5. Continuing the traditions of Senior Report, we are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week, countywide, from 9 to 10 a.m. Join us by calling in live, emailing us, or checking out our social media. And now, from the Channel 5 studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Doc Hamels, and you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise on this very cloudy and dreary Saturday morning. Well, I'm going to try to brighten up your day because we've got a great show in store for you once again. And if you're even thinking about walking away from the TV, I'm telling you right now, unless you want to watch it later on, you're going to be watching it live right now. But we've got a talented young woman that's going to be on with me soon, and I'm going to just tease you about that right now. I got a bunch of things to share with you, and so let's kind of get started here. Where do I start? I got this really interesting memo the other day at a meeting, and I wanted to share this with our folks throughout the county. This is called Gifts of Love. They offer free maternity clothes, baby and toddler clothes, and baby care items for the expectant mothers and other mothers in need. This particular place is open the first Saturday of every month from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Gifts of Love is located in the First United Methodist Church of Fredonia at 25 Church Street, across from Barker Commons Gazebo. You don't need an appointment. You just come to the Education Wing entrance through the left side of the doors and down the stairs, and come. It says here, come and see how much we care. And the contact person there is Mary Butcher at 679-1513. Gifts of Love. So if you know somebody that's in need of some maternity clothes and baby items, check them out. Okay, got that done. This is the season right now for graduations, and we see them in the papers. It's always a great time. I remember when I was school superintendent, it was always of course, the highlight of the season when we had our graduates all cleaned up and spiffy into their gowns and so forth. And I want to do a shout out to my great niece, Summer Day Nichols. She's graduating from Fredonia Central School, and I want to congratulate her. She's moving on into the world of art this coming season, and to all the other graduates out there, of course. Today marks a special day for us here at the studio. Today completes the one full year of broadcast as Chautauqua Sunrise. It baffles all of us. We kind of looked at each other this morning and like, really? And so thank you for keeping up with us over the year. We've been getting all kinds of nice compliments. And for those of you that may be just joining us that are over at Chautauqua Institution or wherever, this show is a multi-generational show. I try to cover topics that are of interest to all ages, and it's a call-in show. If you want to give us a call at 753-5225, you can Twitter us, you can email us, you can Facebook us, you can walk through the studio door, hand the guys a piece of paper, they'll bring it into me. You may have an announcement for your agency, just like I did for Gifts of Love here. It's free of charge. We're here for you folks. If you have a birthday or anniversary or anything you want to share, say hi to somebody, do it. Glad to have it. Okay, so let's continue on here. Next Saturday morning, the guys are working me hard. I'm going to be, I won't be hardly able to talk. I'm going to do the senior report, and then I'm going to like walk through a door and immediately begin covering the, did I say senior report? Oh my God, this is not a good sign. I had a senior moment. I won't be doing senior report. I used to do senior report, but I don't do senior report anymore. Chautauqua Sunrise, I have this voice in my head here. Chautauqua Sunrise, and then I will immediately be doing, let's see if I get this right, coverage of the 4th of July parade in Mayville. So what's going to happen is you're going to see us not here, but we're going to be in a different location, and it'll be at the Mayville Library, the new annex out front, I guess you'd call it. Beautiful, beautiful room there. And then Vince Horgan will be my guest, county executive. Then I don't know what happens next. I guess that we have a blank screen or somebody's funny picture, and then we'll cut out to the street, and then we'll cover the parade for a couple of hours. So check in next week. That'll be all live coverage from like 9 to what, Chris, 11, 12, whatever, something like that. Somewhere in that range. So it'll be about 3, whenever the parade ends, or it rains, of course. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a dry day. Okay, let's see what else. We're running with substitute guys here today. I got Chuck Kelsey in the house. He's running camera for us because Randy, Burt, and the Zook brothers are somewhere. I don't know where they are. Have we heard from them yet? They're supposed to be calling in. They're somewhere in Canada. That's our update from our newsroom. So they're riding for Roswell, and hopefully they're dry. Randy was concerned about the rain. I told him to get his scuba gear out, but he said he sold it, so I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, those guys have really done a good job. And between the three of them, I think they raised like $4,000, $5,000 combined. Remember I told you I have voices in my head? Chris is updating me on here. So over $5,000, just the three of them. So thanks for all those that supported their ride, and that's a great cause. Okay, in other news, in case you don't know, the Barcelona Blues Band will be playing for the first Friday in Westfield. Not this first Friday, but the second first Friday. They couldn't do it on 4th of July, so it's actually a week from the first Friday. So that would be whatever the first Friday is, June 10th. July 10th. I'm in the wrong month as well, Chris. I've got the wrong show in the wrong month. July 10th, and we'll be in the gazebo. I'm playing guitar for them, and it's a lot of fun. And right along with that, somehow or another, I never know how I get myself involved with that or things. I'm going to be in a play this year. They're going to be doing in our town by Thornton Wilder, and it's going to be, they tell me, at the Great Discovery Center, and I'm going to be the cop in our town. So that's coming up. I'll let you know more about that. Okay, I got a note here from my friends from the YWCA in Westfield, and it says here, let me see if I got this right, they are having paint night, and I'm trying to find the date real quick here. Oh, July 9th. Okay, it's $40 a ticket, it's all inclusive, wine, snacks, and all supplies needed to create your own masterpiece. Instruction begins at 6 p.m. at the YWCA in Westfield. Noted artist Kate Tarkowski from the Cocktails and Color Studio in Erie, Pennsylvania, will be the guest artist and will be providing the instruction for the audience. And this month's theme will be flowers. A print of it is available on the business website, their Facebook, and so forth. So if you're interested, sounds like a lot of fun, check it out. This is called Paint Night, I guess. Okay, and then from the Wine Discovery Center, they are having, on July 11th, they're having Wine in the Vines party on the patio, and that's from 1 to 4. So, and there's going to be some live music. by Brian Hanna. And then, what's today's date? Tomorrow, June 28th. From 1 to 3, they are having, paint with wine, a different paint situation, and you will be enjoying the wine and being taught by local artist Tamara Mass. And that's $35, all materials provided. So if you're into art, into music, entertainment, into wine, check out the Wine Discovery Center as well. In other news, July 10th, 23rd Annual Golf Tournament with Westfield Memorial Hospital Foundation is going to be held at Chautauqua Golf Course, and if you're interested in supporting that, you can golf, or you can buy raffle tickets, $10 each, or 3 for $20. The proceeds support your hospital. And right along with that, those are Chautauqua. Oh, there it is. I didn't even know I had a slide. Okay, that's coming up. They wanted me to let you know that the clinic at the Chautauqua Institution is open starting the 29th. So if those of you are in need of emergency or just regular medical care, check it out. All right, coming up, July 31st, the annual Senior Summer Picnic. Okay, so, presented by Chautauqua County Office for the Aging from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Midway Park, Maple Springs, New York. Tickets are available until July 10th. It's a sellout every year. They tell me it's a blast. Mary Ann Spanos and the crew put that together. It's a great time, so have some fun. All right, then we have a farmer's market at the Great Discovery Center. They're looking for folks that want to participate in the market there on Wednesdays from 11 to 4. And it's only $10 if you're a vendor, so check it out. That's from anytime now through the fall season. This one is still going. Labor Day bike raffle at the Bemis Point Library. This is for their study club raffle. $1 for a ticket, or 6 for 5. Then the drawing will be held Labor Day weekend. Okay, now, as many of you know that follow the show, I tell you about the crazy things that we have at my house throughout the months. Okay, I showed you my evidence last week of the bird that continues to knock at my window. I don't know, I can't even tell you, it's thousands of times throughout the months. He's been doing this since early spring, every day, just like clockwork, in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. The window's getting covered with peckmarks. I get out there and wash it. And you saw him banging on the window. I think he sees himself. But anyways, you also heard about my episode with a nighttime visitor. Well, yesterday while I was taking a shower, this guy showed up. And there's one more. Can you believe it? He's like a 200-pound bear was outside my window. I set this up with some suet out in the woods, and this is just maybe like 100 feet from our house, and I have my trail camera, so there it was. There's my evidence. We really do have bears in Ripley. Okay, we have some other things I want to share with you. Registration will be closing on Wednesday, July 1st for bands and musicians for the 12th Annual Local Music Showcase in support of Infinity Visual and Performing Arts Center. Interested musicians can contact my friend Stephanie Rogers at LMS at infinityperformingarts.org to request a registration form, or visit Infinity's website at www.infinityperformingarts.org to download a PDF copy. Registrations will be accepted until Wednesday, July 1st at 5 p.m. or until all venues are booked. I think this will be my 4th or 5th year I've played this venue. It's a great opportunity to get out, listen to lots of great music. It's like for $10. They give you a wristband, and you can go all over Jamestown area and listen to music. And I think the bands change like every hour or every 45 minutes, whatever. And they'll have a schedule, and you can check out blues, you can rock, folk, whatever trigger. And so that's all in support of Infinity. Right along with that, nope, yes, all right. I had to read this ahead of time because I didn't look right. Infinity Visual and Performing Arts will be hosting the May installment of Pulse Poetry Slam on Thursday, July 2nd. What threw me, it says the May installment, so there must be they got it and they're now going to do something in July. At 6 p.m., this event is free, family-friendly, and open to the public. Performance poetry is an excellent way to express creativity while too many P's. Creativity while practicing performance and public speaking. I should take the class. Poets and audience members are welcome. So let me make sure I got everything else I wanted to cover here. I think that's it. So look, we're going to take a public service announcement and we'll be right back with my guest today. And I can't wait to bring her on. So this is for y'all and we'll be right back.
What's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Nice touch, Chris. Nice touch. He looks just like that bear. People are saying, well, you should shoot the bears. No. We don't do that up there. What we basically do now is just take the bird seed away and the suet, and the bears go away, and they go bug somebody else's backyard. So we don't injure the bears. They're our buddies. We all live together up there with everybody else. But I just needed to capture them on film just to prove that I have bears up there. Okay. As always, I try to frame my guest who's coming on here very, very shortly. If you're just joining us, I'm Doc Hamels. You're watching Chautauqua Sunrise, as opposed to anything else I said earlier. And my guest today, her name is Addison Moon, and Addison and I go back, I don't even know how many years, at least 4 years, I think, could be even 5. I've lost track. And she's a delight. She's very talented, and we have shared the stage, we have shared venues, we have crisscrossed the county over the years. So I want to welcome Addison to the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and hopefully you don't do anything I just did as far as saying the wrong things, because I do that every week, and people just get used to me, I guess. But Addison, I'm so glad you were able to make it today, and that your mom's in the audience. We have a large audience here today, folks. They're on silent mode, but we tried to get you later in the summer, and I had to change things up. So thanks for changing your schedule to be here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, Addison, you bring such a rich history of music and performing already in your life. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Where do you come from? All that sort of thing.
Well, I was born in Jamestown, New York,
okay.
And since I can remember, I've always had a passion for songwriting and the craft of music making, just being obsessed with songs on the radio, and slowly that brought me to playing instruments and writing music.
Okay, and where did you go to school?
I went to Southwestern.
Southwestern,
yeah.
Okay. Just down the road, really. Okay, and were you involved with music at school? I mean, what tripped your switch?
Well, I guess I always had like a little toy piano in my room.
Oh, sure.
Growing up, and a little like tape recorder. But my first instrument was clarinet in 6th grade band or 5th grade band. I don't really remember, but I just remember going home and like learning extra and like trying to write songs on it immediately. And ever since then, I've had this passion for songwriting and never stopped.
You know, I think every musician that I know or that has been on the show so far, we all have our roots back to somewhere, to school or church, one of the two. My career started singing in a boys' choir, even before the Beatles were famous. I mean, I think I was 10 years old or something like that. And then, of course, you know, the music revolution that came through in
Right.
the 60s and that sort of thing. But the clarinet, so how'd you jump from clarinet to... Okay, we got to take a break already, all right? So hang on, we have a call. Good morning, caller.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
Jeez. I am now deaf. Thank you. Thank you, Chris, for that. Holy mackerel. I don't know how loud it was out here, but that about popped my eardrum. Where are you?
We're just about to the Canadian Falls. I'm at a little park, and I think the falls is a couple minutes down the road.
This is Randy Burt, folks that are watching, and he's on the ride for Roswell. And did you get that person to push you, or what?
Yeah, somebody in a wheelchair. Get a motor on it.
So
Actually, I think I'm Jeff somewhere behind me here, and Galen, he's gone. And
Galen's usually...
we're having a good time. So far, no rain. We're
Oh, really?
praying.
Oh, good for you guys. Good.
So,
Couple people riding with you, like 5,000 or something like that?
we got 500 going to up on the Canadian route there.
They do
Crossed
bunches.
the Peace Bridge real quick. It took a few minutes to get through customs, and we just been following the river up here to the falls. So
Okay, I
a
bet
little windy, a lot of seagulls.
no
Trying
more
to save my
seagull
peanut butter-
pictures. No, he was,
Trying to save my peanut butter sandwich.
okay, I bet that's going to go down quick. So as far as the ride itself, how far are you into it?
I think we're in about almost 20 miles.
Good for you. All
I
right.
heard the Rainbow Bridge is about the halfway mark, so a little saddle sore, but having a great time.
Okay, well, when you see Jeff, tell him we miss him here, and we miss you, of course. And if you see Galen tomorrow, because he's so far ahead of you, tell him we said hello, okay?
Okay, we don't have any pictures. We didn't have any internet access, so
Okay.
no pictures this week, but plenty next.
Bring him next week.
Catch you later. Have a good show.
Okay, Randy, thanks again. Okay. That's our crew that's up there riding for Roswell and doing a great job. So they're halfway and no rain. Amazing. Okay, so we were talking about clarinet and getting to other instruments.
Right.
So how'd you do that?
I guess I just took the music theory that I was taught in 5th grade and 6th grade band and started applying it to the piano. I got my first keyboard when I was in 7th grade, and ever since then it's been piano, guitar, ukulele, you name it, I've played it.
You know, it's funny that you said keyboard, because a lot of people think I've been a guitarist since I was born, but my parents had this little air organ or something like that, and I was going to be the keyboard player,
Yeah.
and my brother was going to be the guitarist. He ended up being the bass player, and I ended up being the lead guitarist. So it's funny, but we start somewhere, and that's really fun. So I know that you were involved with Infinity.
I was.
And can you tell us about your experiences and how you got involved with Infinity and that sort of thing?
I started Infinity when I was 13 years old, and I started with voice lessons, and I moved to piano, and I was kind of all back and forth until I really found my passion in songwriting, and I met these wonderful young ladies. We started our own little band. It was a 4-piece band, and we called ourselves Organized Sound. And Ryan Hawkins was in that band, and we kind of clicked, and the band kind of broke off. And that's when Ryan and I really started playing together. And we've gotten so many opportunities from Infinity. It's such a beautiful program for kids. It's something to do after school. It's learning about instruments and music and art and theater performance, but it's so much more than that. It's a community, and it's a safe place for artistic, creative minds.
You're like a walking commercial for Infinity.
I love Infinity. I love Infinity.
And so do I. And then we've had Shane Hawkins on here. I got to get her back on here. Some other folks here this coming year. I know that there's instructors there. And there's maybe one or two that you want to shout out to, maybe?
Yes. Shout out to Chris Cotter.
Yeah, Mr. Heavy Rock Man.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris took me as his student in kind of like an awkward transition period in my musical career. I was just starting to try and find my voice, and I just had picked up the guitar, and he kind of took this really raw voice and kind of showed me how to work a stage and showed me how to use the guitar as accompaniment for myself, so I don't always have to rely on a band. So he's my mentor. He's my favorite.
Yeah. I know that he posts a lot on your Facebook from time to time.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Chris is very inspirational. He and I are friends on Facebook, and he posts a lot of very thoughtful, contemplative things that makes you think a little bit. And rock guitarists and musicians always get a bad reputation for a variety of reasons. But when you visit with the Infinity program, it's so wholesome, and it's so about music and not about all the trappings that we hear about with music. So it's such a good place to be. I was going to say something really important. I can't think of it. Yes, I do. Yes. And so Infinity has been really good for lots of folks. And Steve Gustafson was on a while back, and the both of us agreed that if we had Infinities, he would be a rock god, and I would be like a lesser rock god. I mean, he's a rock god in his own right, but I mean, like with the Beatle rock gods, because we would have had so much more ability before we got into our later years as musicians, and could have skipped a lot of struggle and that sort of thing. I mean, struggle is good, but just to learn the craft, as I think you referred to it. I got a picture here of us, and then you can grab your guitar. How's that? Why don't you grab your guitar while this picture comes up?
Perfect.
All right, Chris, let's bring up the first picture that I have there. And
oh my goodness.
and I was trying my darndest to think about what year this was. Addison, do you remember?
I would say that's about 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, there's my old partner Bill, and we were playing at a Hootenanny at Infinity at the old location. And at that point in time, I clearly remember after hearing you sing, I thought, Addison is rising above the rest of the room. Okay, and I don't even remember what song we were doing. And
Definitely Bob Dylan.
It was probably.
It's definitely Bob Dylan.
And I said, hey, Addison, come on up here and join us. And that picture was taken. So that was sort of like a throwback back then. So I asked you to grab your guitar because I was hoping that you were going to play some music. So I know that you've been influenced by Infinity folks, but you've gotten your own voice. And what is that voice? Tell people a little bit about what's influenced your sound, Addison.
Right. So my favorite songwriter, favorite all-time writer, and favorite musician in general, Bob Dylan, all day. Mm-hmm. I started songwriting really seriously when I first heard Joni Mitchell's album Blue. Mm-hmm. My aunt and uncle exposed me to a lot of like the older singer-songwriters and like the greats, and
how old are we talking here now?
I was probably, oh, you mean like
in my era?
Like 60s, 70s. Like
just the other day music.
Yeah, and I guess when I heard Joni and Bob Dylan, I really showed me that, I can do that.
Sure.
I could learn how to write a song.
Okay. And so you're going to play a song that you wrote? I
did. I am going to.
And what's the name of it?
This is called Careless High, and it is currently on SoundCloud, and it's going on my new album.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And can you just give a little background on what the song's about?
It's kind of about, like, the short relationships that I guess I've been through this year, like friendships and, romantic relationships, just, like, that are kind of a waste of time and like don't work out in the end.
Didn't take you long to figure that one out, did it?
I'm trying to say it nicely. And
next.
Yeah, right. I kind of like to try to take experiences from my life, whether they're negative and positive, and make art.
Beatles did that all the time.
Yeah.
Every one of their songs came from something in their personal life. Okay, so let's have a listen.
Cool.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the television debut of Addison Moon.
It is. Thank you. Don't you worry about my tears, babe. I was crying before I met you. Don't you blame the weight on me, babe. You've got an ego and you're trying to stretch the truth. I bet you, I let you. Walk hard through the streets with my head held high. picking up the pieces. When goodbye came around, I walked the same way home. I turned my back on the one who wanted to leave this and leave this. Don't keep this, darling, leave this, leave this. I didn't need this, careless eye. You saw my yearning, but I'm still learning. I didn't need this to rule my life, and I learned to leave this. If you leave this tonight, ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Sometimes we're in love, but we can't hold on. And sometimes holding on replaces love. We held on too tight too soon, that's why we stopped holding on when things got tough. Believe me, leave this. Don't you keep this. I didn't need this, careless high. You saw my yearning, but I'm still learning. I didn't mean this to rule my life, and I learned to leave this. If you leave this tonight.
Awesome. You're getting better and better every time I hear you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Folks, you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise, and you just heard Addison Moon for the first time on television. And what was the name of that song again?
Careless Eye.
Careless Eye.
Yes.
All right, beautiful.
Thank you.
Addison, we've been talking about your background and so forth, and you
Yes.
said Bob Dylan, and I hear Bob Dylan, over the years in your voice, but I don't hear Bob Dylan today. I hear a whole different sound in there.
Yes.
Who is that?
That's
you.
me.
That's
That's
right.
me.
Was it hard to find you?
Yeah, for a long time I was writing folk music. I had got my background all folk roots, folk music, really, just generally. And being away at college this year has shown me that I can write a lot of different genres, and I can do whatever I'm feeling at the time. And I kind of went from I'm going to write a folk song to I'm going to write a song about whatever is bothering me or whatever is going on in my life, and I'm going to let the genre come to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's easier that way.
Yeah, it's much more natural.
I think every one of us that are in music have experienced the same thing to some greater or lesser degree. And I don't put myself in any particular pedestal. I'm just this guy that plays music once in a while. But I have written music, and I remember, it seems hard to believe, I never in the wildest dreams, people always think of me, I'm this Irish folk singer. I just did that last few years.
Right.
Up till then, I was a rock guitarist and bluegrass and country and crossover country and all this other stuff. But I pulled out a song that I had written like 30 years ago, and it was an Irish folk song.
Yeah.
It was perfect, but I didn't realize back then that I had this flavor that was coming through me and from my heritage and things like that. And and I'm not going to even ask you the question of what was that music just now, because because people want to pigeonhole us. They want to say, well, you are an Irish folk singer, or you are a blues singer, or
Right.
you are whatever. Because I think I've heard in your repertoire so far over the years everything. I think I've heard blues, soul, folk, bluegrass, maybe even. I'm not sure, but that's great, and it's really coming together.
Thank you.
I got another picture here I want to pop up.
Oh,
You're gonna
gosh.
love this one. And this was. Chris, we got the next one. There we go.
Oh, yay!
Tell us about that one. Look
That
at the
was-
hair.
Oh, man. Had
you
every
keep showing up
hairstyle.
with these two guys here.
Yes. That was Ryan We called ourselves Simba.
Right.
Ryan Hawkins and I. We had this folk group, and we're both going away to college. It was the last show we played together for a long while, and we had asked a lot of the people who had played with us over the years and in the community to sing with us on that night. It was so special.
It was a lot of fun that night. And I remember we had rehearsed like all of 45 seconds.
Yep.
She says, we want to play a song with you and Bill. And I said, well, what are we going to play? She goes, oh, it don't matter. I'm going
Anything.
like, we got to pick something really simple and easy. We did Michael Row the Boat Ashore, but we kind of did it kind of a very different style that night. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's what musicians do. They just get together and have some great time. Let's talk a little bit about Simba.
Okay.
I have my own very personal version of your CD here, and this, I don't even remember how old this is. This goes back to when? 2013. So this is, I don't even know why I bring props here. They already got this for us. All right, it says Eleanor Evermore.
Yes.
Okay, so is this still available?
It is available. It's available on iTunes, Amazon, pretty much anywhere music is sold electronically. And if you want a physical copy like the one you have, you just shoot us a quick message on Facebook. We're on Facebook.
Okay.
Just type in Simba, SYMBA, and we'll mail you a copy.
Okay. And tell me about this a little bit, only because I have some reasons why I want you to tell me a little bit about this CD. Where did it come from? Why did you do this?
Well, I guess, Ryan, I owe it all to Ryan because I had been writing songs forever, and I'd never shown anyone, and she was really the first person that I showed my music to, and she was
Why
like,
is that?
I don't know. It's
People
just nervous. It's very intimate
it's-
hearing that.
That's right.
Like
To do what you just did took a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't realize that. You're exposing your soul.
Right. It's one thing to sing someone else's song because they can hate your voice, they can hate your guitar playing, but that's not a part of you.
Yeah.
It is a part of you, but only to a certain extent. But when you're singing your own melodies and your own words that you designed and you came up with, that's a whole different level of getting to know an artist. So I guess she was the first person that I showed these songs to, and she was kind of like, yeah, this is good enough. This is good. Like, we can play this out. And I was like, really, Ryan? Like, because I come up with these crazy ideas to do, and sometimes she'll be like, yeah, that's really out there. But I was really surprised that she liked them, and slowly, with the help with Infinity Visual Performing Arts and
That's a mouthful, by the way.
yes, I can't get it all out. And they're lovely instructors there. We produced, wrote, recorded our complete album in like a month and a half.
You did this at Infinity?
We did do that at Infinity.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's powerful.
Yep.
You know what we would have given to have Infinity when we were growing up?
I owe my soul to Infinity.
And the company store.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that you were hesitant to share your music. Now, this is a little story that I saw on TV or on Facebook one day. This gentleman said he is always nervous when he goes on stage, and this guy's like in his early 70s, and they asked him why, and he says, I just hope the audience is going to like my music. It was Ringo Starr. He said to this day he still is nervous before he goes out.
Yep, it never goes away.
Never goes away.
Just gets easier.
You're right, but it's still there though. And people ask me that question. I have a good friend that I played music with like 45 years or something or more. And he lives down in North Carolina, my buddy Denny Chu, and he said to me, do you ever get nervous when you go out there? And I go, as soon as I hit the first chord and sing the first word, I'm fine. But it's before that, it's always that tension there, and I can never get away from that. All right, so Simba recorded, and you produced this, the CD, and how was that? Was it hard to do?
I thought it was going to be harder than it was, but it was very natural. We worked with a great engineer and producer. His name's Cliff, and he's awesome. And it was very natural. It was a very natural setting for me. And I'd been playing with like GarageBand and like all the MacBook music software before, and it was kind of like I could just create these pieces in the studio, and it was this whole world for me. And that's kind of when I knew what I wanted to do.
Why do musicians create CDs instead of just go out and play?
Well, it's something that people can walk away with. You can play to as many people as you want and, as many shows as you can, but if they can walk away with a piece of you and like with a product, I feel like it's a lot more influence influential.
It's not easy to talk early in the morning.
I'm also in love with the process of production and recording and layering tracks. And you know, we were just a duo, 2 girls, and we wanted to. We had these visions and these ideas for a full band sound, and we played all the instruments in the band. So we thought that if we could bring it into a studio setting, we could kind of play all the instruments that we possibly could get our hands on and make it sound like a full band. It was really our dream and our vision.
Right. And so, does Simba still perform?
We are performing at the Great Blue Heron Festival next
Are
weekend.
you really?
We are. We're very excited.
Awesome. So
very excited.
Your reunion 1 year later? You haven't played together in a year?
A little less than a year, but
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that'd
been a
be
while.
right. Yeah. So, has Ryan been practicing?
yes,
Okay.
we're very excited. Very excited.
Now, what did Ryan do? She went on to other things. right?
Ryan's down in Pittsburgh. She's going to be a vet technician, and she's doing great. She's going to finish school way before I am. But
So what's it got to do with music?
well, she's playing music all over on the side too. You know, she's never going to stop. She's the kind of person that has been playing all these instruments like since she's been born, you know, and she's been like one of the only people that I've ever met that has been able to just pick up anything and play it. So
Her mom, Shane, introduced Ryan and her brother, and she says, these are my kids, and between the two of them, I think they played 32 different instruments.
At
or
least.
something.
Yeah, they're
It's like,
ridiculous.
you got to be kidding me. Here I was supposed to be like the mentor in the group, and then these kids could blow me right out of the water. Hey, we got a phone call. Hang on a second. Good morning, caller. Who is this?
This is Jeff.
Jeff, as in Zook?
Yes, as in Zook.
Where are you?
I am standing on the Canadian side of the falls, between the Canadian Falls and the American Falls, watching the Maid of the Mist run up into the falls on their tour up the river.
Oh, wow. Is Randy with you, or did you leave him in your dust?
No, actually, he left me in the dust.
Jeff, what's up?
I joined up with a newfound friend, and we've been talking and having a very good ride, and we're not pushing it today.
Okay. How many miles are you into it now? About 20-something?
About 22 miles.
Oh, my gosh. I can't even imagine going
So we've got another, it looks like about another mile or so, and then we'll cross the Rainbow Bridge, and then we've got about another 18 miles or so back to UB North.
Oh, so you're looping back on. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay. How's the weather? Randy said it was still dry. You guys dry?
Yeah, we had a little rain shower just a little bit ago, but you know we're still dry, so
Okay.
it's all good. But I keep looking at the weather map, and it's like it's creeping closer.
Hurry. Okay, well, it's great to hear from you guys. I'm glad you're safe and having a good ride. And once again, thanks for your loyalty to the program. You've raised over $5,000 between the three of you, so that's great. Have you seen your brother in the last hour, or is he already back in Buffalo?
No, him and Randy are gone somewhere ahead of us. I don't know where they're at.
Okay.
But Galen's probably going to beat us back because he was going to make the last 20 miles. You know, he was just going to go out and kick it in the butt and do his thing.
Okay. All right, well, good to hear from you. We'll see you next week. Bring lots of pictures.
All right, yeah.
Okay, Jeff. You take care. Safe ride. That was Jeff Zook, our head engineer here at Chautauqua Sunrise, and one of the three fellas from our studio here that's out for the ride for Roswell. Okay, so we're talking about music, we're talking about recording, and I asked you about why do people have CDs, and the reason why I asked that is because it's not only it's a labor of love, but it's a lot of work, and it's expensive. It's not a cheap thing to do.
Right.
And so I suspect you maybe had some support from somewhere.
No, we paid for it all ourselves. We were trying to think of how old we were when we did this. We were 16, 17. Yeah, we saved up our money from our gigs and we paid for it all ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you have much family support in all this process?
They were supportive emotionally, and they were very excited for us, but, you know, they really wanted to see us do it our own and make it for ourselves. And I'm very proud of what we did, and I'm happy that it ended up the way it did.
Good for you.
Making us
good
kind
for
of,
your family.
Yes.
My mom was that way. She would say, I'd say, I want a guitar. She'd go, fine.
Right.
That's right. It's like, figure out how you're going to buy it. And we
Right.
paid for everything. The voice in my head that it keeps correcting me today because I'm saying goofy things wanted to know, what would something like this cost today if somebody wanted to create a CD?
I don't have the answer for that.
Okay.
It all depends on who you're working with, what studio you're working with.
How many people you can get in to play for free? And
Right, how many favors you can get, but definitely it's not something that you can just do on a whim unless you're going to produce and engineer it yourself.
How about copywriting? Did you have the copyright?
Yeah, we did. So
you really did it from beginning to end, and these were all originals?
They're all originals. I wrote every song on that CD.
That's pretty incredible. And you're just
Thank
getting
you.
started.
I am. I was 16.
We have a phone call? Oh, we have another phone call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. This is Linda Spalding.
Linda Spalding. The name sounds familiar.
and I want to say good morning, Addison. Good morning, Doc. I'm calling from the Office for the Aging. And it's great to see you on the show, Addison. And a recording artist. I think that's such a terrific business to be in.
Yeah, you should know.
So, but I'm calling about job openings that we have with the Chautauqua County
There's a commercial
Office
break.
of Aging. Yeah, the Senior Aid Program, Senior Employment. And I'm looking for particular people in the Mayville and Jamestown area. And also we have our computer training, and our training sites are in Dunkirk, at the Dunkirk Library, Brockton Free Library, Patterson Library in Westfield, and the Jamestown Office for the Aging. And of course, there are all kinds of other services with the Office for the Aging.
Are your dogs fighting in the background?
No, they just came in from outside in the
They're
rain.
strangling each other.
No, they're not. You know what they're doing? They're running around the living room playing. They always do that when they're wet from outside.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they were. I should have known that they would be that loud. But they're kind of joyous. They're happy to be inside.
I can hear that. I just couldn't figure out what the sound was.
They're racing around the living room, chasing each other.
Cool. Okay, Linda, thanks for calling as usual. You getting ready for the 4th of July weekend?
Yes, I am.
You gonna be at the parade?
I'm going to try to be there. I love the parade.
Okay.
Absolutely wonderful.
And if not, you can watch it on YouTube because we're gonna record it, or you can stay at home and watch it. So there's gonna be lots of opportunities.
And you usually show it on your Channel 5, too.
That's true. All right. So we'll talk to you next time, okay?
Oh, okay. Have a great week and a great weekend.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Folks,
Bye-bye.
you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and my very special guest today is Addison Moon, who is a recording artist and a rising star in the music industry. How's that?
Thank
That sounds
you.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you made me sound
Well, you are. I've been watching you from the sidelines, and I have a note here about venues.
Okay.
And you and I have shared, and Ryan and my partner Bill at the time, we've been on different stages together. We have crisscrossed, as I mentioned earlier. What are your memorable venues that you've played?
Oh, the coolest ones. I have to say the most memorable experience was when I played at the House of Blues in Chicago.
Get out!
That was so surreal.
I haven't done that
It was
one.
so cool.
Was that the two of you, or just you, or how?
It was me and like a blues band. I got invited to go to Chicago for a week to go to some blues workshops, and it was kind of like a camp. And the bands would rehearse and get ready, and then we all got to play at the House of Blues at the end of the week. It was so cool.
Where were these things when I was growing
I
up?
know.
Oh my God! So, what kind of songs did you sing? Like, do you remember any of them?
We sang all cover songs for the most part. I think I sang some Coco, and trying to think of what else I sang.
House of the Blues.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Unbelievable.
It was amazing.
I told you I'm playing in a blues group this summer. That's really interesting. Taj Mahal over to B.B. King to the Rolling Stones and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a little different. You know, it's different. Okay. So that's one.
I have to say my favorite place to play is the Blue Heron.
I could have written that down here. I
know it's my favorite place. Ryan and I got to play last year, and the energy there is just unbelievable. Just being in the crowd is fun, but to get to play on stage is amazing
That's
too.
coming up this coming weekend, isn't it?
Yes, we're opening for Donna the Buffalo.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Very excited about that. Yeah, I think the best that Ryan and I have ever played was at the Blue Heron. We're very excited about
Oh,
it.
good. So there's a plug for you. If y'all are going to Blue Heron, you can see what title are you guys going by?
We're just gonna go by Simba.
Simba.
Yeah.
All right. That's easy to remember.
Yes.
Okay, and there's another one that I know that you played, and that to this day, is probably my favorite venue because I never got invited to play at the Blue Heron. But it was the Fredonia Opera House.
Yes, that was
How
amazing.
cool was that?
That was very cool.
I think it was shortly after I had played there, and you were opening after somebody else, weren't you?
Yes.
Who was it? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
It was an acoustic group. I
Yes.
remember, and they were like a pretty major group, as I
Yeah.
recall. And then they invited you on stage.
We got to play a few songs with them.
Yeah, very cool.
It's very awesome.
If you have never been to the Opera House, that's another great venue because the sound in there is unreal.
It's
You can
unreal.
whisper they can hear you in the balcony. Dan, the technician up there, is outstanding. And
He's a wizard.
And Rick Davis, the director there, is just so great guy to work with. And so, we're getting down to 8.5 minutes. So let's get another song. What do you want to
Okay.
play for us?
I'm trying to think of what I want to play for you. Get all set up.
Must be nice to think about which one. I have like
So many songs.
songs I can put on one hand.
Let's see. I should probably do. How about I do something from the Simba years?
Okay,
I
that's
did
fine.
some new stuff.
Ladies' choice, Addison Moon. What's this called?
This is called If It's True.
Okay, if it's true.
Take me back, put me into your life like I'm the air you're breathing. Tell me please that you didn't mean to hurt me and you regret leaving. Take my fears down, make your words ring loud. If it's true, then I don't care about the words you cannot say. If it's true, then I don't need the reasons for your breakdown. I love you, and I'll run so fast till the day you love me too. I don't care, I still love you. I still love you. Leave me lonely, put me into your soul like I'm the haunted raven. Tell me now that you haven't given up on our safe haven. Take my fears down, make your words ring loud. If it's true, then I don't care about the words you cannot say. If it's true, then I don't need the reasons for your breakdown. I love you, and I'll run so fast till the day you love me too. I don't care, I still love you.
Super.
Thank you.
I said it earlier, but your voice is getting richer.
Oh, thank you.
And your voice control is getting incredible.
I'm growing up.
You're growing up. Yeah, it's really, really nice to hear the maturity of your voice. People don't realize, but your voice actually gets better and better as the years go by. And that's great. Wow, very nice.
Thank you.
I want to get your take on this thing called The Voice.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are not happy because we don't feel that, I'm probably already giving you my view on it, but that's not how you go about becoming famous.
Oh, you mean like the
voice
contest?
You're right.
Right.
I mean, it's a great opportunity if you can get on there, I'm sure.
It's definitely an opportunity. It's not for me. I think that my biggest assets are not necessarily like my voice. I'd say that I would have to be holding an instrument, and I have to be playing my own songs in order to like compete in that on that level. I don't know. I feel like being on a show like that kind of gives you a bad rep in like the real gigging music world, you know, in the community of musicians that have been doing this for years, and
Gotta pay your dues, kind of.
you got to pay your dues, you know, and I feel like it gives you a really bad rep.
Well, you've been paying your dues, that's for sure.
Thank you.
I mean, it's incredible. Addison, you mentioned that you got some projects coming up, and I
do.
wanted to get that in before we get too far here.
Yes, I do have some projects coming up. That last song I played was one that I wrote when I was back with Ryan, but we didn't end up recording that, and that's going to be going on my new album that's going to be coming out very, very soon.
Hey, what's your album called? To Be Determined?
To Be Determined.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really decided yet. It might just be self-titled, but
How about Moonstruck?
Moonstruck. I like that. Yeah, Call Me Moon. That's what it should be called.
There you go.
Call Me Moon. But yeah, that's going to be coming out really, really soon. I'm starting, when I go back to college, I'm going to be starting a 9-piece group.
9-piece?
9-piece. It's kind of like a different idea for
Have
a
you
bigger
dealt with
band.
9 musicians in the same room?
I have.
Oh,
It's
no, we
gonna
can
be
do
a lot.
that. Wait, no, let's do that. It's slow. It's
Yeah.
What about me? What about me?
I took, my friends back at school are some of the most talented, beautiful, diverse group of individuals that I know, and I kind of just pulled
Are you going to show them this video?
What video?
Today?
Yeah, I'm going to send it to them.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that they knew you were
Right.
talking about them. Okay.
I kind of brought them this kind of crazy idea, and so many people jumped right on board with 2 feet, and they're like, we believe in your vision, we believe in this kind of cool sound that you're trying to go for, and the project is called Mother Moon, and you should be hearing more about us.
Mother Moon?
Mother Moon.
Mother Moon.
You should be hearing more about us in the fall. It's kind of like taking the idea of a traditional folk songwriting idea, I guess, and making it a really spiritual, cool experience for audience members. We're taking the roots and the history of folk music and like the start of rock and roll, kind of, and mixing it with very heavy production. I have 3 producers that are going to be playing live with the band, so it's going to be kind of like an interactive experience between the acoustic musician and the producer, as well as the interaction between the songwriter and the audience. It's kind of taking the idea of music therapy and making a live version of performance music therapy almost. Because I believe that live performance is very therapeutic for audience members. At least for me.
Let's
and my
pop up
friends.
your Facebook information.
Okay,
All
cool.
why don't you-
There it is.
Why don't you say it out loud, because the folks on the radio and WRFA will be listening.
You can add me. That's my personal page.
Okay. And so soundcloud.com/Addison Moon?
Yes, that's where a lot of the stuff that's actually going on my album is being like kind of featured
Okay.
to get promotion out
And
there.
if they want to get a hold of you, facebook.com/MoonPuppyMusic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, we've got 43 seconds left.
43 seconds.
I told you it's going to go quick.
It does go quick.
So where are they going to see you this summer?
They're going to see me all over Western New York. I've got a
Okay.
few gigs. Follow my Facebook page, and you'll be able to hear more about those there.
Okay, folks, you've been watching Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and my very fine guest and rising star is Addison Moon, and you're going to be seeing a lot of her, so watch her on TV soon. You'll hear her on the radio. Get her, buy her CDs. Take care. We'll see you on the 4th of July. I'm Doc Hamels. Be well.